Welcome back to another episode of 40K News, brought to you by One Mind Syndicate. I couldn't think of what this was called. I am your host, Gersh1, and today we're going to be talking about the new releases that GW announced yesterday. A lot of really good announcements for me, just because I think every single one of the 40K stuff hits home because I have one of those armies. And also, there's some other cool stuff that we're going to talk about from like box games and stuff like that. So let's get into the first awesome news, and that is that the Adeptus Mechanicus not only got a new model, but they're going to get a codex. So they're the next faction to get a codex. They posted on the Warhammer TV YouTube channel a little intro or a little teaser trailer of, I'm guessing, what the new model is going to look like, even though I've already seen pictures of it on Instagram. So I'm going to react to the little teaser trailer. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's see.
Fighting crude. Work to do, no time for crawling in the dirt. Hypothesis. Skitarii fit to fight, perhaps to lead. Modifications needed. Needs arms to direct troops. 4, no arms valuable. Data suggests fondness for blunt objects. Analysis. Illogical but efficient. Thunderhammer. Weight exceeded. Control stave, perhaps? Yes. Design parameters acceptable. Upload command data and commence field testing.
Awesome. The box or the codex cover looks awesome. It looks like some type of tech priest. And I mean, usually when we see tech priests, it's usually the model that we have for the tabletop. But this one looks way more badass. He has like all this stuff sprouting from his back. He has 2 really cool arms. I can't really see it. But yeah, what makes this awesome is that we're getting a new HQ model, kind of an HQ model. I wonder, yeah, he's probably going to be HQ. But it fulfills the role of kind of like a chaplain or a lieutenant in the Primaris faction, where like in the command phase, in the very beginning of the command phase, you can give out your little, like, I think they're called litanies or whatever they are for the Primaris Marines. And then that buffs up each unit. This, I think his name is a Skitarii Marshal, is going to fulfill that role. So instead of having the tech priest do his doctrines and stuff like that, the Skitarii Marshal is probably going to be right next to the Skitarii Warriors and the, what are they called, Vanguard, and giving out orders. This guy, though, does not or should not have a mind of its own. So when you look at the Skitarii lore, it's really cool, and it's something that people don't really... I haven't seen people talk about when they talk about their Skitarii armies. Skitarii are just basically mindless robots. They have bodies, like human bodies and stuff like that, but they are to the point where they are lobotomized, and they're acting on protocols. So they don't have a will of their own. I shouldn't say mindless robots, they're mindless cyborgs. And I bet you this Marshal is just slightly more intelligent and more controlling. But at the end of the day, I doubt that he's going to have his own personality. So there's a huge parallel between the Adeptus Mechanicus and Necrons in the lore. Whereas I feel like the Skitarii are trying to, or GW is trying to take away some of the I guess the intelligence of the Skitarii, whereas with the Necrons, they're trying to give more intelligence to the Necrons so that they're not just mindless robots. So that's why you see like HQs now saying that, oh, they have a will of their own and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. The model itself, I mean, it looks cool. It looks like a cool, taller Vanguard guy. I probably won't buy him, to be honest with you, because that seems like an easy kit bash. Like, you could just get a standard Skitarii sprue and then just kit bash your own and make him look more badass. The little weapon that he has is not special. Like, you can just figure out how to make that your own. But I mean, it's nice to get the codex, and it's nice to probably get the rule set for this new model. Also, way back in, I think it was 2020, like in December, GW said that they were going to release new models for a bunch of factions. They were just like displaying a bunch of factions, and I thought it was going to be troops. So I thought each faction that was announced was going to get a troop, like a new to scale model for their faction. And it's proving that no, that's wrong. So this guy is the one that was teased back in December, and he's just an HQ. So it's not like we're getting new Skitarii troops. We're just getting this new HQ. So cool and fun. Yeah, let's move on to the next big announcement, which is the orcs are finally getting new models that are not vehicles, kind of, because they're, I think they are called beast snaggas. And GW also released a little teaser trailer on their Warhammer TV. We'll react to it in a little bit. But I'm really excited about this just because they fulfill the role of the feral side of the Tau. Or, I mean, sorry, the feral side of the orcs. And that is a faction, the Snakebite clan. That is a faction that I've always loved. And back in like 5th edition, I think, GW came out with like a free codex for feral orcs. So the fact that we're getting this teased is probably going to lead up to an orc codex being announced, and maybe even a supplement for the snakebites or feral orcs, which is awesome. Like I said, it's one of my favorite factions. Let's react to the little teaser trailer.
Right, boys, listen up. In the beginning, Gork and Mork needed some fighty lads. So they did some stuff, and their orcs appeared. Some of them were runts, but there was lots of boys too. Some of them were big, and some of them were weird, but they was all mean and green. Except the red ones. And the biggest and greenest get around is the big boss, and we's gotta listen to him, cause he's taking us on the great war. That's where all the best fighting is. We's gonna use all the shiny new trucks and shooters to crump the you want. We don't need that junk. Shut up, you git. As I was saying, the other lads have their shinies and their know-whats, but they don't know how to use them proper. Not like us. We's got our stickers and our squigs. We's gonna drag them down and crump them good, with hands and teeth and all that fancy truck gubbins. That's why we're the biggest and we're the strongest in any clan we're in. Saddle up, beast snaggers. The war.
That is awesome. Now I wonder if the beast snaggas are going to be like a new tribe within like the Snakebite clan. That way, like you could still paint them as like bad moons or whatever, and they could like because they're just a sub clan within like a grander clan. And also, even though we didn't see any models in this teaser trailer, I did notice that there was a war boss that had a specific look. There was like, it looked like a pain boy. I mean, we might get like some type of herder, like a squig herder that's like a special new model that fulfills an HQ again. And also, so the main model that got teased is just, it looks like an orc boy riding a giant squig. But in the teaser trailer, there was a huge like squig carrying a giant platform on its back, kind of like the lizardmen from Seraphon from AOS. So we're probably going to get a whole line of new minis. Sorry for the squig hounds barking. But we're probably going to get a whole line of squig minis and feral orc boys and stuff like that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Going back to the whole December thing, when a bunch of models were teased, there was one model that was teased that looked like it was part feral or part snakebite, and I bet you that's going to be this squig herder that was like the little drawing was shown. So expect more orc releases probably in the near future before the codex comes out. This is fun though. Like I said, feral orcs are probably some of my favorite. I always wanted to convert some of the old orc from Warhammer Fantasy into like a snakebite clan, but now you could just buy it. Now I will say this: it is cheaper to buy like boar boys from Age of Sigmar and then convert them into 40k models, and you could just give them probably the stats of these guys. Just make sure to have the same bases, because I guarantee you this model is probably going to come with like 3 other dudes, or it's probably going to be like a set of 3 for like $50, where you can get boar boys, 5 of them for $50. So keep that in mind when you start purchasing. It might even be a good idea to buy wild boar boys right now. I think that's what they're called, boar boys. That way, when these models drop and the price goes up, you already have your boar boys that you can convert into these guys. Or just buy this and, empty out your bank account. I mean, that's what Bitcoin's for, right? You're supposed to be investing so that you can buy more 40k stuff. But yeah, it's going to be fun, and I'm excited to see what new stuff is going to come out for the orcs. Now, there was another thing that I want to talk about, and that's the box set for Necromunda. We don't play Necromunda like with the group and stuff, but these terrain pieces that come in the box set, I think are worth picking up because they look like you can make molds of them and then just have like a big, 4x6 table of nothing but, what is it called? Zone Mortalis. So that would be something cool and like a project that I'll probably make a video about. And I'll get some Delac Gang and Escher Gang, which are really good for kit bashing other models. Or I might just do a giveaway or something. So I'm excited for that box set. And yeah, this video is going a little too long. So I will end it there. And also I'm going to put a link down in the description below to the Warhammer community page that has all of this stuff so that you guys can see the images and you can see the trailers and stuff. Because the Sisters of Battle got some new stuff, but I mean, it's Sisters of Battle. I'm not there yet, so we'll talk about that when the time comes. I just really love the Adeptus Mechanicus cover art, the Codex cover art. It looks so awesome. I just keep looking at it. Very grimdark, very awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. This is Gershwin with the One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Oh, if you could put my